Pretty much all of us spend most of our time seeing the world through the lens of our conditioning, our interpretations of what's going on in our lives rather than the actual truth of what's going on. This distorted view leads to a lot of unnecessary emotional reactivity and flaws in decision-making logic because we're not really dealing with reality. In this video, I'm going to guide you on how to use the simple yet powerful technique developed by spiritual teacher Byron Katie. Take a slow, deep breath, and we'll dive right in. Our perceptions are filtered through the lens of our personal history, our upbringing, our culture and society, our unhealed wounds, and so much more. For example, a self-assured customer service person will likely interpret an encounter with an aggressive manager differently than a customer service person who was abused growing up and hasn't healed that wound. Their different histories and experiences will color their view of and their reactions toward their aggressive manager. Spiritual teacher Byron Katie developed what she named the work, a very effective technique that helps to free us to lead more from what's really going on as opposed to our distorted interpretations of what's taking place. Her process is simple and it's powerful. It's just a series of 4 questions followed by what she refers to as a turnaround. So here's how it goes. You start by choosing a thought, a belief or judgment you hold that's been bringing you tension or has you upset. Let's use this example in which my client Michael shares his strategy for business expansion with me. Upon reviewing it, I ask several questions intended to support him in assessing if the strategy he developed is fully optimized. But for some reason, Michael gets upset and feels defensive. The belief that arises in him that we'll use to walk through this process is, Bodhi shouldn't have questioned my strategy. So with that, let's walk through these questions. The first question is it true? Meaning, is it true that Bodhi shouldn't have questioned your strategy? And Michael might say, yes, damn it, Bodhi's doubting me. He's supposed to be supportive of me. Okay, then we move on to question 2. Can you absolutely know that it's true that Bodhi shouldn't have questioned your strategy? This question confronts whether or not what we're believing is really true. Michael says, well, can I absolutely know that it's true that he shouldn't have questioned my strategy? I mean, he's smart and usually has a lot of good insights. And he pretty much always is supportive of me. Maybe he's seeing something he thinks I should see. All right, I guess no, I can't absolutely know that he shouldn't have questioned my strategy. Then you move on to question 3. Well, how do you feel when you think or believe that thought that Bodhi shouldn't question your strategy? Michael might say, yeah. I go into my old pattern of feeling defensive, and worse, I put up a wall between myself and Bodhi, who I'm actually paying to give me that kind of feedback. I stop listening, and my head just keeps cycling thoughts about how it sucks that he doesn't believe in me. Okay, now, with him seeing this, we go on to question 4. Who would you be without that thought that Bodhi shouldn't question your strategy? And Michael says, I get it. I'd actually want to know what he's seeing. I mean, if his input can actually help improve my strategy, of course I'd want to hear that. And then finally, you do the turnaround, which is essentially coming up with a thought or 2 or 3 that could be as true or more true than the original thought that Bodhi shouldn't question your strategy. Examples could be, Bodhi should question my strategy, or I'm paying Bodhi to coach and mentor me, so I sure hope he'll share what his insights are. So that's the process. Simple questions designed to pop us right back into reality. No need for emotional processing, just back to having a clear view of what's real and important to see. This saves so much time, energy, it reduces stress, and it can save relationships. Such a great process. I'll leave a link below to Katie's site where you can download a worksheet so that you could work on any of your troublesome thoughts. There's a lot more content on the evolvingceo.com website, as well as info on how we can connect. I'll leave the link below so you can check it out. Until next time, lead wisely.